Let me begin by introducing the key leadership panel, the visionaries who have played a pivotal role in shaping BINDZ into the organization it is today. Mr. Sirish Kuroda, Managing Director and CEO BINDZ Consulting, the driving force behind our purpose and progress. Mr. Maninder Hira, Chief Operating Officer leading operations initiatives. Mr. Ajay Patil, Chief Human Resources Officer shaping our people-first culture with clarity, compassion, and intent. Mr. Yogesh Pondicherry, Chief of Delivery and Quality, ensuring delivery excellence in everything we do. Now to give you a glimpse who we are and what we stand for at BINDZ, and a subsidiary of Sapro LLC USA. Headquartered in Bangalore, India, BINDZ is revolutionizing how global enterprises set up, manage, and scale their offshoring operations. 25th of July 2025, we are proud to inaugurate our newly built office in RMZ Nexity campus, Hyderabad, a key milestone in our growth journey.
We really appreciate you making time for us today. It's a great milestone for us. Today we are opening and inaugurating our Hyderabad center, and it's a proud moment for us, right? We started our journey, just about a year ago, right? And we weren't sure how this would pan out, but due to our differentiated business model, our focus on the talent, and our pursuit for excellence, right? We've been able to achieve at least 170 people now, and we've built a center here which will double our capacity. We aim to have a number of people hired, over about 100 people hired in the next couple of months, and we're rapidly increasing our presence and footprint in India. Of the vision, our vision is very clear. I'll take you a little back about 10 years ago, and everybody had heard of Bangalore and Hyderabad, and the IT company just started coming, right? At that time, we had low skilled employees. We had, startup type jobs in India, in technology. And now you see in 10 years, what has happened? Anywhere you go and you say IT, they say India. Our vision is, why can't we do that for our accounting professionals? Now, all of us know there's, a number of students who do BCom or commerce, right? What about opportunities for them? How do we create a talent pool that is not only having global skills, but also global exposure, and creating global capability centers that are driven from a non-IT background and create meaningful and sustainable jobs, right? So we would like to disrupt this industry. We've already taken a step towards it, and basically change the way we look at the accountants for the future. We also will be leveraging technology and AI capabilities to build a smarter workforce and a very technology-oriented workforce. And I'm extremely happy to be back to India to serve the community here. And the best way to give back to community is to create jobs for the future. Because I think everybody understands one good job in a family not only motivates that individual, but changes the whole scene for the entire family. So our way of creating the jobs for the future, creating the communities for the future, is by giving the skills, the opportunities, and the talent of the future.
My name is Maninder, the Chief Operating Officer of BINDZ, and I take care of the entire India operations and strategic initiatives. Come from investment banking background and having set up multiple offshore businesses for foreign firms. I would like to kind of deliberate upon what exactly do we do. Obviously, Shirish did mention about the vision that we had when we started the organization, and we want to benefit the graduates and the commerce students here, and predominantly we are in the accounting industry. But you have to understand, our focus as as an industry is financial services. Obviously, we've started with accounting and audit services to begin with, and this is the US tax and US accounting and audit that we're talking about. What we've done differently with this organization is, offshoring has been happening, as Sirish also mentioned, for last 25 years. It started with contact center jobs, it started then with technology, and then we started to see the revolution of financial services companies started to set up their businesses here in India. But there's a contrast difference in these years is that all of the time when you've seen foreign financial firms comes to India, they come themselves. They come and set up their own businesses. Or they continue to leverage some of the other capabilities, but those centers are small. They'll have maybe, we run the companies, we stabilize the operation, and then at some point when the operation is stable and the client feels that it's a comfortable position for them to take over, we will hand over the organization to them. So it's a typical build, operate, transfer model, which though was started by the manufacturing industry, and then gradually the technology companies started to utilize it. But I think what's different here is all of them did it for either a small product or a function. None of the organizations till now have done it the entire organization in build, operate, transfer. There are many players in the market who does GCC as an offering. But you have to understand they only offer the core services and their support and enablement functions are shared services operation. We are different. We are setting up the organization, the shared services and the core delivery so that tomorrow when they want to take over, everything is smooth. And we come with, all of us, we come with that background of working for foreign firms and establishing their India businesses. I think we wanted to obviously leverage it for ourselves. And I think I would end it by saying, you all know that India has about 1,600 plus GCCs. Everybody either utilize the existing models. Now the next phase of doubling up the GCC footprint in India, the model that we have adopted is going to revolutionize it. And then obviously there is opportunity for other players, but this is how we are going to continue our journey and support multiple organizations in India. Take it from the talent. I think one of the important aspect here is why we are able to do it is because obviously the availability of talent, which Ajay will talk about.
From what Sirish mentioned and also Maninder mentioned, Sirish talked about from a talent standpoint in terms of giving back to the community and building a talent pool. And in terms of Maninder talked about where, from a business standpoint, from a GCC structure, I think the key here is talent. I mean, that's the asset that is required in any of these the business that we are into. So yes, and so that's why we are in Hyderabad from that perspective, because Hyderabad provides us with that deep talent, skills, diverse as well from that perspective. And not just talent, it also provides the infrastructure and the ecosystem to build that global offshore center that we want to do that for our clients from that perspective. Apart from that, it's not just hiring for us, it's for us, we are also looking to in terms of invest in grooming future leaders, invest in terms of getting folks ready for future skill sets. So we are also looking to partner with some of the business schools, because Hyderabad has those prestigious business schools here, work with them to see if we can design a syllabus or courses that could help educate some of our future folks who are coming up from that perspective. And yes, and the Hyderabad market is mature. I mean, we're not the first one here. There are quite a few other players who have already been there. So the market is quite mature. So this helps us not just in terms of hiring folks not at a junior level, but also be grooming future leaders from that perspective. I think that's the intent, that our intent from an Hyderabad standpoint, and yeah, that's on the talent side.
Yeah, I mean, to really add to what Sirish, Mani, and Ajay spoke about, right? Hyderabad has a great ecosystem. They've been firms for about 2 decades here. The talent is available. So we, obviously we are focused on providing US tax services at the moment, expanding our audit services as well. So there have been big fours around in Hyderabad for a bit. So we have the talent and we've been able to deliver the quality in the past 1 year that we've operated. The client feedback has been great, so we just want to build on that and continue the momentum. And I think Hyderabad as a center is very it's a huge advantage in terms of getting quality talent, and really happy to be here.
I'd also like to make an announcement that Yogesh Pondicherry studied in Hyderabad, and we are going to get him to lead the Hyderabad practice. So he will be the site leader, one of our leadership team we are going to position here, so that it's absolutely clear in everybody's mind that Hyderabad means a lot to us, and that will be represented not only by the staff but also by the leadership. So welcome to Hyderabad. Happy to take any questions, any thoughts at this? No? It's a great question, actually. And we were pondering over that question in the last 6 months, saying, as you rightly said, there's quite a lot of options, a lot of cities, a lot of possibilities. But what made us look at Hyderabad? So as part of our location strategy, some of the key things that we looked at, what is the talent pipeline and the availability of talent? What is the infrastructure like? What is the culture and the type of people that are available here, right? We found Hyderabad ticked all these boxes, right? And not just these boxes, but I think Hyderabad is a great vibe. It's such a vibrant city because it's like a melting pot of, different religions, cultures, food, right? And I'll be a little controversial here. I think it has the best biryani in the whole India, right? So that was also a little reason for us. But I think in terms of what the different state governments have done, I mean, your outer ring road, your airport, your connectivity, we see a huge amount of potential, right? And these are some things that we cherish as when we invest, because it's a huge capex investment for us to come to a city like this, right? But I think we're very happy with Hyderabad. Hyderabad's been very warm and welcoming to us, and I think we'll be here for a long time. We are looking at tying up with colleges and universities in Hyderabad to not only educate the talent right from the grassroots level, create opportunities for them to be able to get the global skills. So we're looking to create a curriculum that we will fully fund and create that talent pipeline right from the start. So they don't have to be a mature talent right up to business school. What about our classic BCom graduates? If we can educate them, align them to the right courses, and train them ourselves, it's a win-win situation. Yeah? So we don't look at it only from one perspective, we look at it both sides of the... Right? And your second question was, Sari? Yeah?
I think he asked about the next expansion.
Yeah. So, look, right now we want to settle Hyderabad, mature it, right? But with the growth trajectory that we have, so we've been growing more than 100% year-on-year basis, and we don't see that stopping. Our order book is quite huge. We are actually, our client is asking for more and more, which is a good thing, right? So we definitely are going to be looking at multiple locations. Now, where are we at with that analysis, right? So let me reflect back on Modi ji's vision, the 100 smart cities, right? I think there's great potential in our tier 2 cities. That is something that we're looking at because that's where a lot of the untapped talent is. So we want to tap that talent. We also have to look at what is the infrastructure that is available at the tier 2s. So that is an area that we're looking at, and we are assessing what are those options. So as India's infrastructure grows, as the smart cities get developed, companies like us will be ready to invest. Right? So we will align ourselves with where the talent is, where the infrastructure growth is, and what is the vision for the country. Right?
In the interim, the future, I think we're planning to expand our services to audit and assurance, the advisory practice as well. So in the interim, it's about 100 is what we were looking at for US tax services.
What kind of talent that you are looking at?
I mean, like Sirish spoke about, right? We are looking for somebody who's, obviously an from an accounting background, and we are also looking for talent, who worked in the other organizations, like the big fours here in Hyderabad. So we're going to tap into that ready talent pool that's available to us.
How does the market of Hyderabad align with you?
Before we talk about how does just Hyderabad aligns with it, I think it's important for us to understand what business we are into, right? We are, as everybody is talking about, we are into talent business, we are into people's business. Even though it's supporting financial services or accounting or tax, eventually how we actually deliver to the client is based on the skill that these people have. And as an organization, our business objective is that we come across as a strategic advisors to our clients in their offshoring capabilities, right? So today, obviously, we started the business from Bangalore. We are extending that business to Hyderabad as another location. This gives us a very strong footing in terms of we can scale up the business and handle multiple location businesses for their clients. The business objective going forward is to have multiple location and even cross country location. So why not expand outside India, being an Indian organization, to support their clients? So with that context, in Hyderabad is a very important milestone in the journey of the organization. And everybody's talked about the talent availability. I'll just talk about one important aspect is while we say that the vision was to support communities and provide opportunity to the graduates and all, I think as an organization it's very important to have a balance. And Hyderabad as an organization gives us the opportunity to have both. The balance in terms of hiring good, fresh talent from the universities and college, and the presence of Big Fours where we have experienced resources. That is the big advantage to look at Hyderabad as a site.
So do you have any targets on that, acquiring in the 1 year or else?
I think that's what we alluded to. So we have about 100 positions open, and those 100 positions would be hired across the roles. And I think maybe Ajay, who's our CHRO, can talk more about it. So it'll be across the roles, and the center would have multi-skilled, multifunctional, capabilities. So it's not that we are going to run this site from Bangalore. We will have its own control and operations run from Hyderabad. And yeah, in that context, yes,
Let me just add to that. And the organizational target is, we think we can be a multi-thousand organization in the next 3 years, right? Because the demand is so much, right? The demand for not only qualified accountants, but the accountants of the future. And that could be around advisory, valuations, merger and acquisition support, due diligence, classical tax, audits. And with the world becoming more complex in terms of organizations having entities all over the world, international tax is one of the most talked about subjects right now. And the laws are changing so often. I think we have such smart talent that is available here. It is how we mold them and create those opportunities for them, right? So in terms of pure numbers, I don't see why we can't be in the thousands, right? But we as a firm are not about numbers only. We're about the culture that we build. We're about the people, because that is our biggest asset. So as a leadership group, we don't put targets on our backs in terms of this is the headcount target that we want to achieve. We differentiate ourselves because we don't see ourselves as a vendor company. We are partners to our clients. We try to create the best value for them. And in the process, we create amazing opportunities for our people. That's the balance that we want to maintain. So it's not only about the numbers, right? Because the model has changed. In the last 5 to 10 years, the model has changed. It is not about cost arbitrage anymore. It's about creating value. Value for your clients. You would hear a lot of, in the last 5 years, you've heard a lot about the word valuation. Companies' valuations go up. So it's all about valuation now. So the model has changed in the last 10 years, right? And I think we are trying to take it to the next level.
Starting another center in just 1 year of our presence is a very big success story. But I think having said that, there are a few that we would want to kind of reflect upon. BINDZ was one of the startup of the year, judged by the ET Now startup this year, and they awarded us this prize because of our business model and the way we have structured our business, so which was a big milestone, and we were very happy about it. I think the other aspect to understand is, so even though we come in the startup category, our growth in terms of our people was very, very rapid. So in just about 7 to 8 months of our existence, we touched 100 employee mark, which was tremendous. So I think those are some of the success stories that we have. I think the biggest one that we are celebrating today is that we've started the office here in Hyderabad. Thank you. But I think there are a couple of other awards that we've been awarded with. So we got awarded with the CHRO of the year. So Ajay received that award last month in Mumbai, as well as we got a leadership award, the Nelson Mandela Leadership Award in Oxford, London, this month, which was given to Sirish Kurara. So I think in just 1 year of our existing, those are some of the things that we really cherish and feel happy about in our part of our success story. Thank you.
నా పేరు శిరీష్ కొరాడ. నేను ఎండి అండ్ సిఇఓ ఆఫ్ బైన్స్ కన్సల్టింగ్ ప్రైవేట్ లిమిటెడ్. మాకు చాలా సంతోషంగా ఉంది హైదరాబాద్లో కొత్త ఆఫీస్ ఓపెన్ చేయడానికి. మేము ఇక్కడ వచ్చేది టాలెంట్ కోసం. హైదరాబాద్లో ఇంత టాలెంట్ ఉందని మాకు ఇప్పుడే తెలిసింది. సో అందుకే ఇప్పుడే వచ్చినాము. అండ్ ఇక్కడ మన హైదరాబాదీ టాలెంట్ కోసం కొత్త అవకాశాలతో జాబ్ ఆపర్చునిటీస్తో మేము ఇక్కడ సెంటర్ ఓపెన్ చేస్తున్నాం.
మా సర్వీసెస్ ఇప్పుడు యుఎస్ ట్యాక్స్ సర్వీసెస్ ఉన్నాయి. ఫ్యూచర్లో ఆడిట్ ఇంకా అడ్వైజరీ ప్రాక్టీస్ కూడా స్టార్ట్ చేయాలని ప్లాన్ ఉంది. దోస్ ఆర్ ద సర్వీసెస్ అట్ ద మూమెంట్. yes.
ఎక్కడ సెంటర్స్ ఉన్నాయి?
సెంటర్స్ ఇప్పుడు బెంగళూరులో ఫస్ట్ ఆఫీస్ ఓపెన్ అయిందండి. ఇప్పుడు హైదరాబాద్లో సెకండ్ ఆఫీస్ ఇప్పుడే ఓపెన్ చేస్తున్నాం.
సార్ 1 yearలో ఇంత గ్రోత్, అంటే బెంగళూరు నుంచి ఇక్కడికి రావడానికి, సో 1 yearలో ఇంతగా గ్రోత్ వచ్చింది. సో హౌ యూ వాంట్ టు సీ యువర్ కంపెనీ ఇన్ కమింగ్ ఫ్యూచర్? ఎలా ఉంటుంది
అది గ్రోత్? ఆబ్వియస్లీ అండి, 1 yearలో 170 ఎంప్లాయీస్ హైర్ చేసినాం మేము. మొమెంటం ఉంది. వీ వాంట్ టు కంటిన్యూ, అండ్ our aim, like we said, we want to hire about 100, maybe 1,000 of employees. That's our plan.
మీ సపోర్ట్తో, మీ బ్లెస్సింగ్స్తో మేము చాలా కాన్ఫిడెంట్గా ఉన్నాం కి హైదరాబాదే కాదు, ఇండియాలో చాలా సెంటర్స్ ఓపెన్ చేస్తాం. అండ్ ఒక అట్లీస్ట్ 1,000 member టీమ్ నెక్స్ట్ 12 to 18 monthsలో పెడతాం. సో ఇక్కడ రావడం మాకు చాలా పెద్ద అవకాశం. మాకు చాలా సంతోషంగా ఉంది. అండ్ మాకు చాలా కాన్ఫిడెన్స్ ఉంది హైదరాబాద్ సిటీ చూసేసి, ఇక్కడ మనుషులు చూసేసి, ఇక్కడ కల్చర్ అండ్ వైబ్ చూసేసి. సో వీఆర్ వెరీ హ్యాపీ. సో మీరందరూ ఒక వర్డ్ వినుంటారు, జీసీసీ అంటే గ్లోబల్ కేపబిలిటీ సెంటర్స్. గ్లోబల్ కేపబిలిటీ సెంటర్స్ దాని అర్థం ఏంటి? పెద్ద కంపెనీస్ ఉన్నాయి అమెరికాలో, యూకేలో, ఆస్ట్రేలియాలో, ఫుల్ వెస్టర్న్ కంట్రీస్లో ఉన్నాయి. వాళ్ళ కోసం వాళ్ళకి సర్వీస్ చేయడానికి మేము ఇక్కడ కంపెనీస్ పెట్టేసి వాళ్ళ సర్వీసెస్ ఇక్కడ నుంచి డెలివరీ చేస్తాం. దానివల్ల మా స్టూడెంట్స్కి, మన లోకల్ యూత్కి జాబ్స్ వస్తాయి, గ్లోబల్ ఎక్స్పోజర్ వస్తుంది, కొత్త స్కిల్స్ వస్తాయి. దానివల్ల మన యూత్, మన భవిష్యత్తు ఇంప్రూవ్ అవుతుంది. చూడండి, స్టూడెంట్స్కి ఏజ్ ఏమీ లిమిటేషన్స్ కాదు. మనసు మంచిగా ఉండాలా, కష్టపడాలా, టాలెంట్ ఉండాలా, ఇంకంతా మేము చూసుకుంటాం. స్టడీస్ కోసం ఐదర్ బీకామ్ ఆర్ ఎనీ అకౌంటింగ్ డిగ్రీ మేము చూసుకుంటాం, మేము యాక్సెప్ట్ చేస్తాం. అక్కడి నుంచి మేము ట్రైనింగ్ ప్రొవైడ్ చేస్తాం, అక్కడి నుంచి వాళ్ళకి జాబ్స్ ఇస్తాం. ఇంగ్లీష్ కంపల్సరీ ఉంటుందండి, 12th వరకు ఇంగ్లీష్ ఉండాలా. బట్ ఇంగ్లీష్ కొంచెం వీక్ ఉంటే పర్లేదండి, మనసు బాగుంటే అది కూడా వచ్చేస్తుంది. జీసీసీ కోసం మేము టైఅప్ అయ్యాం. సెవెంత్ లార్జెస్ట్ అకౌంటింగ్ ఫర్మ్ ఆఫ్ ద యుఎస్. $4 billion కంపెనీ. వాళ్ళతో టైఅప్ అయ్యాం. వాళ్ళతో మేము పార్ట్నర్షిప్ చేసుకొని మేము ఆల్రెడీ బెంగళూరులో ఆల్మోస్ట్ 200 పీపుల్ సెంటర్ ఓపెన్ చేస్తున్నాం. ఇక్కడ మేము అట్లీస్ట్ అనదర్ 150-200 మెంబర్ టీమ్ సెటప్ చేస్తున్నాం. అండ్ ఇదే కాదు, మేము ఆల్రెడీ చాలా క్లయింట్స్తో మాట్లాడుతున్నాం ఇలా టైఅప్స్ కోసం.
సో అన్ఎంప్లాయ్స్ చాలా మంది కూడా అప్లై చేసుకుంటారు, తర్వాత వాళ్ళు మోసపోయి వేరే దేశాలకు పంపించినట్టు సందర్భాలు చాలా ఉన్నాయి. మిమ్మల్ని ఎలా నమ్మాలంటే?
చూడండి, మీరు ప్రశ్న అడిగింది కరెక్టే, కానీ బయటికి ఎందుకు వెళ్ళాలండి? అవే జాబ్స్ మన కంట్రీకి వచ్చేసి మనకు అవకాశాలు ఇక్కడ వస్తుంటే మనం బయటికి ఎందుకు వెళ్ళాలండి? మోదీ గారు ఏమంటారు? మేక్ ఇన్ ఇండియా. సో ఇది మా మేక్ ఇన్ ఇండియా అండి. ఆల్రెడీ కరెంట్లీ 100 జాబ్స్ ఆల్రెడీ ఓపెన్ ఉన్నాయి. అది ఫిల్ అయిన తర్వాత నెక్స్ట్ ఇయర్ టార్గెట్ స్టార్ట్ అవుతుంది. అండ్ నెక్స్ట్ ఇయర్ టార్గెట్ ఆల్రెడీ ఇంకా 200 మెంబర్స్ మేము యాడ్ చేస్తాం. అది ఆల్రెడీ ప్లాన్ ఉంది. దాని తర్వాత మీ సపోర్ట్, మీ బ్లెస్సింగ్స్తో ఇంకా పైకి వస్తాం. మాకు అప్రోచ్ కావాలంటే మీరు BINDZ.in వెబ్సైట్కి వెళ్ళండి. అక్కడ కెరియర్స్ పోర్టల్ పేజ్ ఉంటుంది, అక్కడ అప్లై చేయండి. అండ్ మీ రెజ్యూమే అప్లోడ్ చేయండి అక్కడ.
My name is Maninder Singh Hira. I'm the Chief Operating Officer of BINDZ Consulting. We're very happy and excited to start a new center here in Hyderabad. This is our second center after Bangalore, and in just 1 year of our existence, we've started this center. This center will have, in the next few months, we'll have about 100 people working from our facility. And as an organization, we support CBIZ, which is our client. It is the 7th largest accounting firm in the United States. And what we are doing is we are setting up their global capability center here in India. So all the people who work with us are going to support their businesses from India. And as an organization, our vision is to become one of the strategic operators in the GCC as a service space to scale up offshore businesses for foreign firms. So that's.
Any charges to apply that, please?
Oh, no. So, see, BINDZ is an organization that cares about the talent and really nourish the talent when they work for us. There's no charges for them to apply. Anybody who's a commerce graduate, accounting graduate, can apply through our website or through other social media channels. They can log into www.binds.in, and through the career portal, they can upload their resume and apply for open position. Ajay can talk about more in terms of our positions, but we have 100+ opportunities here in BINDZ.
Only in India or to other countries?
At the moment, the opportunities are for India. We have, like I said, about 100 odd in Hyderabad, and also some openings are for our Bangalore's facility as well. At the moment, these are the two centers that we are operating out of. But in future, definitely there'll be more coming up as we grow and expand.
There is a requirement, a minimum education requirement is there. So as Maninder mentioned, people with accounting background. Even with basic accounting, obviously we have our own training system that we train people. But yes, basic accounting is required as of now. In future, some of the core businesses that we want to get into is also technology. That's also a space that we are exploring. So maybe in a year's time, we should be exploring in technology space also, where we will be hiring engineers as well, and not just limited to accounting students.
See, I think it's very important to understand a global capability center. So it's a setup for a foreign firm that has all the multifunctional and service verticals for that organization. So while we've started with tax and gradually expanding into advisory and assurance businesses, we will have HR, finance, technology, and all the other functions that an organization should have, and especially our clients who we are supporting has in their native location.
Any hospitality?
Because the focus is into financial services, hospitality is not part of the vertical that we are supporting right now. But having said this, as I said, the business is into setting up, offshore centers for foreign firms. That could be one opportunity that we might look at in future.
So space scale, it's a competitive space scale. I think today's BCom graduate earn anywhere between 5 to 6 lakh starting. So I think that's where we also start from a fresher salary, if I have to say. And then there is no limit to it, depending on what skill set and experience people have.